Coming to you from the Greenfield Television Studio, this is UDTV.
Hello, and welcome to this week's episode of UDTV.
I'm Oscar Canervo.
And I'm Zach Fisher. Let's take a look at this week's news in Upper Dublin.
But first, a reminder for all of you to go and see our theaters department's adaptation of Oscar Wilde's The Importance of Being Earnest.
Thank you, Alex and Oscari. Hello, live at the time of recording with Mrs. G, the director of the new school play, The Importance of Being Earnest.
Hi. A little bit about the show. So as you can see by this beautiful t-shirt and the poster hanging above, The Importance of Being Earnest is being produced in the Black Box Theater behind me on November 11th through the 14th. You can get tickets online at ticketleap.com, and they are $12 per person with general admission.
Now, you are the director of this play, and I am the senior sophomore correspondent of the Public News. Would you mind if we made this interview a little bit more dramatic?
I mean, why not? Let's go for it. Let's do it.
Do this angry.
Now, a lot of people do not know this, Sam, but The Importance of Being Earnest is a very old play. How have you kept the current play also old?
Well, I like to think that a lot of it is set and costume, to keep it contemporary with the old play.
You were okay. You were great, Sam. Do this one nauseous.
All right. Well, with all the characters to consider in The Importance of Being Earnest, what method of acting do you most like to use?
I really think the only method of acting that works is practice. Practice makes perfect.
Now do the last one in a British accent.
All right. Finally, can you tell us what to look for in The Importance of Being Earnest?
Well, I would say look for a lot of comedy because there's a lot of it.
For UDTV, I'm Roman Smith. Back to you, chaps.
The other day, our very own Marco Leon stopped by the school store to see what's up.
Marco Leone here, former School Store Employee of the Year, here with Mrs. Sunling, our marketing teacher. So Miss Sunling, I got a couple questions for you. Who runs the school store?
The marketing management class runs the school store. They're the ones that decide on which products we're going to use and do all of the steps to make those products and get them in the store for you.
What does the school store offer?
The school store offers a variety of different products, including simple things like school supplies, gym uniforms, and then all of the spirit gear that the class creates. So eye black, spirit tattoos, the spirit jerseys, a number of different clothing products.
When is the school store open, Miss Sunling?
School store is open every morning before homeroom until the warning bell rings, and then it's open during all of your lunches, and that's when the marketing students run it.
Where is the school store located?
School store is located directly next to the cafeteria, so you would pass it if you left the cafeteria and went towards the Performing Arts Center.
Thank you, Miss Sunling, for coming out today. Appreciate it.
The best part of working in the school store is all the free stuff we get. Not really, but it's actually just a lot of fun to be in here, and it's a good way to spend your lunches sometimes. Running the school store has given me extra opportunities to help make sales transactions, and it's helped me gain experience on both ends of making sales and making purchases.
With a newly refined big band and a quintet, Upper Dublin Swing seems poised to be tighter than ever. But what's the next step? The Kimmel Center's creative music program, of which I am a member, is the gateway to Philadelphia's burgeoning jazz scene.
We went to the Kimmel Center and filmed the creative music program students sit in with avant-garde jazz saxophonist Steve Coleman's band, The Five Elements.
This is practically my second home now. I'm here at the Kimmel Center in Philadelphia, where the creative music program takes place. Recently, avant-garde saxophonist Steve Coleman and his band, The Five Elements, went down to the Kimmel Center for a master class to teach all of the students about Steve Coleman's interesting ideas on rhythm, melody, and harmony. Started about as soon as the Kimmel Center did, the Creative Music Project, or CMP, was designed as an outlet for young jazz musicians in Philadelphia to express their talents. The students from the Creative Music program will soon be headlining at Chris's Jazz Cafe in Philadelphia, as well as performing at the Center City Jazz Festival, and maybe even collaborating with the Camden Jazz Orchestra, which is really hardcore.
You may have supported them, you may have voted for them, but what do they do exactly? Tina, Aiden, and Molly interviewed our class presidents to get a better understanding of their jobs.
Hi Thomas, what ideas do you have to improve the school year this year?
Well, considering it's our senior year, it's definitely important that we all get involved. I really hope that all the students can kind of come together to make one last fun experience. The power that the officers possess it's kind of like the Queen of England. We're more like figureheads, but come Spirit Week and come prom, that's when we really kind of dig our toes into the dirt and get busy doing some work.
Because it's my third year, I know how to run, the social media accounts. I know what works, I know what doesn't. I know, how to do an alcove the best way, and I know where people like fundraisers. So I definitely think the experience helps. I think a big challenge is sometimes you want to satisfy the entire grade, and when you have over 300 people in a grade, everyone's not always going to be happy with the decision. So the best thing you can do is just make as many people happy as possible.
I think the biggest challenge this year is just being able to keep up with technology since it's moving so fast, and just stay in touch with the student body. Also, if you just come up to one of your class officers, I know that we'll be glad to help you.
And do you think you'll be able to do that in your new position?
I think that we have some very good ideas set in place.
Thank you.
And we're back to the segment with people from the National French Club. We have Gianni Coquella and Christina Fusca. Gianni, Christine, comment allez-vous?
Bien, merci.
So what is National French Week exactly?
Well, National French Week is a week dedicated to learn about the French language and culture across the country. And basically we have all these activities planned for the week. We have questions, we have a Music Friday set for this week, and a bunch of other activities.
Well, thank you very much for showing up, Gianni, Christina. It's been an absolute pleasure. Well, as fall changes to winter, let's take a look at the forecast for the coming months with our resident meteorologist, Mike Felt.
Good morning, Upper Dublin High School. I am Mike the meteorologist. Early November was rather unseasonably warm for the Northeast as a whole. Coming in later this week, I do expect some changes, and that should bring low to mid-50s. There could be cooler days once or twice later toward the end of the month. I'm not expecting any snow, but there could be possibly snow coming into early to mid-December. Get hype, winter fans. Get ready for some snow. Hope you guys enjoy the rest of your weekend. Thank you for tuning in.
And finally, let's see how Caron can keep up with the district champion girls volleyball team.
Okay, I'm Karan, here with the volleyball team, trying to see what the feel is and how hard the practice is.
All I ever wanted was to see you smiling. I know that I love you, oh baby, why don't you see? All I ever wanted was to see you smiling. All I ever wanted was to make you mine.
Karan Marini joined the varsity girls volleyball team in an after-school practice as they did their daily routines. He clearly shows volleyball is very underrated and it's quite the difficult sport. Our team has great aim, whether they're spiking balls at Karan or the opposing team, and the girls were very helpful, cheerful, and not as tired as Karan. On October 20th, 2015, beginning at 3:30 p.m., Upper Dublin's varsity girls volleyball team won its first volleyball conference championship in our history. We're so proud of our girls and congratulate them on their big win.
That's the end of our show. I'm Zach Fisher.
And I'm Ascari Canervo.
Enjoy the rest of your week.